Oh, hi. In my attempt for 2026 to be a little bit more proactive in posting art and stuff, I have decided to do an art process posting video where I am drawing using traditional... I don't even know where I'm going with this because the actual thought of me doing this video is low-key kind of terrifying for me. Okay, basically what it is that I'm trying to do is be more comfortable with sharing my art. I would also like to disclaim that I am not the greatest artist ever. I am an artist. Let's leave it at that. We'll get real philosophical really quick if you let me ramble. So we're gonna leave it at I am an artist. I have so much more that I need to learn and feel confident in my own art and art journey, but I figured with 2026 being the year that I want to post my art more, it's more of me trying to, I guess, fall in love with my own art and see where that art journey takes me. Because again, I have a lot of imposter syndrome, a lot of existential crisis that surrounds my art. I make art for me and I want to share my art, but I am very, very shy and sometimes embarrassed, which isn't something that you want as an artist, right? Like, part of the joy of creating is being able to share no matter what stage, what form, whatever it is. So having said that, I decided that I knew I wanted at least one video where I am doing art, showcasing that process. It's, again, not the greatest, but I find a lot of joy. It de-stresses me. I'm excited for it. Hopefully it motivates me a little bit more to, continue my path of creating and learning how to be a better artist while also sharing. The biggest goal, obviously, is trying to beat out a little bit of that imposter syndrome just bit by bit. It's not an overnight thing. It is something that I am actively trying to work on along with improving in my own art and skill set, slowly chipping away at that imposter syndrome and just years of drama. So to do that, I have made a recent art purchase, something that I've kind of wanted to deep dive into a little bit, but I've always been afraid of kind of doing it. I'm probably gonna butcher the pronunciation, Ohuhu markers. These are the acrylic-based markers. I've really wanted to try acrylic markers. I've tried markers in the past. Copics are fun, but for me, I just don't like how they leave the residual lines sometimes. Coloring for me is one of the hardest things. I am still actively trying to figure out how to best color. This is especially apparent when I do digital art. I can get really just sort of sucked into it and I get really nitpicky. I see styles that I like and I try to sort of emulate those styles, and then it just sort of spirals out of control after that. So coloring is really one of my weaknesses. And I guess I would also say line art. Oh my god, I'm more of the kind of artist that really likes to work a little bit messy. I like seeing sketch lines and stuff, so when I go back into color, I feel like I lose the movement and the gesture that sketch lines have. So I battle between doing clean line art and solid colors, cell shading, all of that. But I keep coming back to it. I endeavor to try to get better, and every now and then I get a small breakthrough and it's really exciting. And surprisingly, working with these markers, I personally feel like I have made a small breakthrough. So I got the 48 pack set. I was very tempted to get like a 68, 98. Like that's where I know I start to spiral. Like, it's almost nice to have options, but then when I have too many options, I don't know where to go. So I figured let's just stick with a basic palette. So I did a really rough unboxing. I'm not good at unboxing. And you'll see, even as I show you my art process, I don't exactly have a great setup to record top down, so I do apologize ahead of time. So yeah, I do a really weird, rough unboxing, but I figured I can just show you. So it comes in this, it has like, I love this design. So it just, a pack like this, ta-da! And I am, oh, it also comes with the swatches. I love that they include, like, this is what I find so cool and fascinating with, like, they put it on black paper so you can see the acrylics. Like, obviously it's acrylic, so it'll show up on here, but you know, you also have the regular version. Comes with these two swatches, and I've basically am using regular color pencils, Derwent color pencils. I basically picked out 12 colors and just sort of decided to run with it. Now that I've done a couple of sketches, I kind of know, like, all right, I have like a core, like 5 more colors that I do want to pick up for the color pencils. I am actually really content and happy with the 48 selection, but obviously, like, maybe down the line I'll pick up more. Wait, also, this is definitely not sponsored, if you guys haven't noticed. Definitely not sponsored. But yeah, let me show you what I've done so far. So what I will say is that diving into acrylic markers, these aren't the first acrylic markers that I dove into. I actually tried the Posca, these big guys. I actually tried it with these first. I have a friend, he does Magic the Gathering illustrations and he uses them to sign, and I loved how bright and just amazing the colors popped. I wanted to try it out, so I got a basic pack. Really, really loved it, and so I did a pass of my D&D character. So this is all of the, this is just the Posca markers. I hope I'm saying that right too. Also, the color quality from camera to here, it looks very sort of washed out. There's a lot more color and depth in the actual photo. So then I decided, once I got the when I got those markers, I decided to do one of my original characters, and I did this and absolutely fell in love with these markers. I love these markers so much. One of the things, I'll talk about it more actually at the end, but so this is the like test run. This is just me trying to figure out like how they feel, the colors, if there's like blending. It's not much blending, and as somebody who works with watercolor and gouache a little bit more, that was also something that I had to sort of, it was a learning hurdle. I really, really enjoyed it. So for the actual illustration portion for this video, I have decided to do fan art. I think it's my first Legend of Zelda fan art. I just finished playing Breath of the Wild. I'm very late, but I got a new Switch. And so, and I had the game, and so I was like, you know what, like, let's actually play this game. Zelda is one of my favorite all-time games, and one of my favorite Zelda games is actually Twilight Princess. So I decided to draw fan art of Twilight Princess Zelda. It's, you know what, let's just roll the tape. Let's cue the tape. at something and you're like, wow, it's really pretty. Like, I can't believe I did it. But then also you look at it and you're like, woof. But here's the thing. Either way, I like how she came out. Now that I flipped the image, I'm seeing so many things that are wrong. Oh no, no, because like, listen, like, oh no. Because when I'm looking at it, listen, I'm really happy with how she turned out at the end, okay? And this is difficult for me. It's not easy. And I feel like I'm literally rambling right now because I feel so vulnerable sharing my art like this, and I follow all of these amazing artists that do process videos, and I feel like, wow, I'm in no way, shape, or form in that caliber of artistry, but I did something, I made something, and I'm really, really proud and happy on how this image finally turned out. So I'm just kind of like, I just wanted to share that process. This is me. Either way, this was like a fun little thing. I really enjoyed using these markers. It helped sort of build a level of confidence for me personally, with just, I think, color blocking, trying to add shadow and highlight, and all of the stuff that one must think about when making illustration. Either way, I am happy with it. This was my first time sort of just playing around with acrylic markers, this sort of medium, this tool. I really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to share that. So yeah, so for anybody else who also feels shy or awkward about making and posting their art, you aren't alone, and I encourage you to share into, let's beat our imposter syndrome together, or at least chip away at it together. But yeah, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I post videos when I can. Seriously, it really does mean a lot that you stuck around to the end to watch this video, because again, I feel so hot. This is honestly, like, sharing my art feels more nerve-wracking for me than actually doing a YouTube video. So I simply just appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. If you have, make sure you do all of the fun YouTube things that the YouTube algorithm and overlords really enjoy. I would appreciate it. And once again, appreciate and I'm grateful if you guys stuck around to the end. And yeah, until the next one, stay awesome, my friends. Bye. Man, now that I flipped it, does she look cross-eyed? Fuck. Oh, she looks slightly cross-eyed. Well, that'll help. Well, I'll fix that. I'm like self-critiquing right now. This is not good. No, I made this and I'm happy and I'm gonna stop looking at it.